Alright writers, welcome on in to this philosophy lesson about Supagenkilife. Today's lesson is going to be focused on this idea of worldview and the idea that there are two worlds that we live in. We live in the real world and we live in the virtual world. How you decide to spend your time dictates what decisions you're willing to make in the real world or in the virtual world. A good concept to have is balance. However, at different points in our life, different seasons, one of the worlds becomes more important than the other. We saw this with the COVID pandemic. Once the outside world, the real world, was taken away from people, all of a sudden they wanted to become members of the real world as opposed to the virtual world. Now that COVID is on the lower half, we are now seeing a return to the virtual world and a strengthening of the virtual world for people. You are a writer. You are a Genki philosopher. I'm here to say that it's time to make a divide between the real world and the virtual world and decide how much time you're willing to spend in each day. Now, why do I make this distinction? Because your day today is pretty symbolic for the rest of your life. Like what you're doing today, it's probably not going to change drastically in the future. Whatever you're doing, no matter how many responsibilities you have, what you think right now, it's pretty plastic. It's pretty similar to what you thought yesterday, right? And yesterday probably the day before that. And you'd have to go all the way back to early adolescence to even find a time where you believed something different or thought something different. For me, I would have to go back all the way to like 22. I think like 23, 24 was like the decline of my neuroplasticity. I started like just getting like adulthood, the belief systems, and started changing away from the youth appeal of being plastic and new ideas. But your worldview can change all of this because your worldview is the gateway to perception. And perception is what's going to allow you to write differently. And that's what we got to do. We got to become writers of our own stories. In order to become writers of our own stories, we're going to have to change our perception a little bit to that of we are writers. We can write experiences into our life because experiences are really just memories that are strung up together in a story in an explained form, and that's what makes life worth living for. The experiences, the things that you're going to take with you wherever you go. You're going to be able to tell people, you're going to be able to relive them through the act of storytelling. So, homework. Today, decide how many hours you're going to spend in the virtual world and how many hours you're going to spend in the real world. Sleep is included in the real world, so you can add some hours there, but surfing on the web, going to the gym, different activities, going to get coffee. There are different interactions that you can have that you can start planning out in your day. What am I going to do? Make the two category lists, the virtual world, the real world. What am I going to do virtually? Am I going to stream on Twitch? Am I going to watch a TV show? Am I going to play video games? How much time am I spending here? And then am I going to go to the gym? Am I going to go to work? Am I going to go somewhere else? You see, I don't even spend that much time in the real world nowadays. Am I going to go to get coffee? But we're not doing coffee today. We're doing decaf. Having an experiment with our body right now. I want to get off caffeine. How am I going to do this? I'm going to write on paper. There we go. We have our paper and pen right here, so we can actually do that. Start categorizing how you spend your time, because how you spend your time, honestly speaking, determines the length of your life. Whether you feel like you're spending it correctly or incorrectly, that's what will lead up to this whole 10 years in a blink of an eye. I don't even know what I was doing. Y'all get me? We're going to be working on developing this concept a little more later today and tomorrow, but I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.